We talked about high school ball. What was your AAU experience like when you got older? Just talk to me about your travel ball team, some of the good players you played with, and what it was like overall.
Yeah. So my freshman year, I played with Florida Elite. We had some really good, really, really good teams. My freshman, well, good players, I should say. We ended up, a lot of USSSA tournaments, national championship stuff. We traveled, to Indianapolis, Kentucky, played, some really, really good competition. But they ended up disbanding that team. And then I didn't really play. I played on some low-level teams, some local teams. My sophomore and junior year, and then my senior year, I was able to play with SEBA Select, and we had another really good group of kids and players, like CJ McGill. Who else was on it? Jack Hollins, Malcolm Johnson was on that team. We had some really Troy Holston was on that team as well. So we had fun, and just to be able to play with some really, really good talented players, got my game better, and just to play those high level guys, and even I played AAU when I was in fourth and fifth grade, and I was playing Casey Hill and the Harrison twins, those guys that went to Kentucky. So to see those dudes make it to that level when we were in college, it was just amazing. Just to say, dang, I played some of these guys, or even guys that are in the NBA now, and just say I competed against those guys on every summer, and it's fun. Like AAU is so special, when it's done right. When you're competing, you're playing against good competition, getting seen in front of college coaches. There's coaches out there that that coach their team the right way. It can be a really, really special thing, and you just get to meet so many different people. That people you would never think you'll meet, and get to know so many different people. I think basketball, when you think about it, it's such a small world. I probably 2 or 3 years ago, I'm sitting here, with some guys when I was a G at Jacksonville, talking about, man, oh, do you know this guy? Yeah, I know this guy. I was playing against him, or we was on this team and this team, and just the basketball world is so small, but just how it connects everybody. I think AAU is amazing.
For sure. First, I want to say shout out to CJ McGill. That's a Wharton legend. That's the
It
big
is.
bro.
He is a Wharton legend.
Wharton
He is a
legend.
Wharton
Y'all,
legend.
hey, if you
Yes.
tuned into this, I'm gonna link CJ Instagram down below. He got a clothing brand he just started. Yeah, y'all tap in with CJ. Go follow CJ McGill.
Yes.
That's the big bro.
That man gave me 24 points on my senior night. And I remember that. It was he's a bucket. Really, really good player, and fast as all get out. Had a crazy hezzy and a crazy jump shot.
Definitely, for sure. Shout out to him. But like you said, AAU ball, I think that's the most fun that I ever had playing basketball. Like college is it's more serious, a little bit more pressure just being in a program. AAU ball, like you just really just hanging out with your friends, playing with a bunch of usually players around your level, just good players, and playing against other good players. Like you said, you get to meet people you never would have met before, playing against good players, playing against people from all over the country. It's really as good as it gets. And like you said, it's real cool and real fun when it's done right. I think it's real delicate. I think a lot of times it can go wrong for sure. I've seen it a lot of times. I'm sure you've seen it a lot of times too. But when things are done right and people are coached well and you got good players and just having a good time, really just, it could be real fun. And I think that's the most fun that I can remember from being a kid all the way up until my last couple AU seasons. Is the most fun I had playing basketball for sure.